In this video, we are going to write this program. This is in your lecture 2 notes. It's slide 43. I'm going to write this simple program, but at the same time, afterwards, I'm going to explain some of the lecture notes. Okay, let's write this program first. We need to ask the user to enter a semester grade, and then we get that grade and display it. So since we are asking the user to enter a grade, we need to store whatever the user enters into a memory location, which is a variable. So we need to declare a variable that can store a letter. That is a char. Okay? And then we ask the user to enter. We are very polite. We say, please enter your grade. And then the user will, the system will wait for the user to enter. And once the user enters, it will go to grade, that memory location. And then we print it out. Your grade is, right, grade, okay. Okay, it's a simple program. Let's run. Okay, here it please enter your grade. So I'm going to enter A. Okay, and then it displays your grade is A. Now let me run it again, and this time I will enter several spaces, okay, and then enter A, and it still displays A. That's what the lecture notes means when it says, Cin skips blanks and line breaks looking for data. So even if you have several blanks, it skips them, the Cin skips them and just read that A. Let's run it again, okay? Oops. And this time I'm going to just press enter. This is a new line character, right? And then enter A, and it still displays A, which means what this is, okay? Cin skips blanks and line breaks looking for data. So no matter how many blanks or new line characters you have, it skips them and until it finds the one character you have, okay? That's what that means. I also want to explain this a little bit. This is slide 28. Cin, if you declare these variables, okay, I didn't have them, but let me go there. Suppose you declared V1, V2, V3, you can read them successively like this. This is equivalent to, okay, Cin V1, Cin V2. So that is equivalent to this. That means you can read them this way or you can read them separately. Okay, that's what that means. I am going backwards a little bit. Now, this is slide 33. This is saying when the system sees a whole number, such as 2, it treats it as an int. Okay, when it sees a decimal number, it treats it as a double by default, not a float, but double. There are two data types for floating point numbers, float and double. But when it sees this, it treats it as a double. That's what that is, okay? And you have these different data types. In this class, we are only interested in int and the double. And remember, float and double both are used for decimal numbers, but float uses 4 bytes, double uses 8 bytes. Okay, here, if you look at this, this simply means double uses 8 bytes, and it can have up to 15 significant digits, while float have up to 7 significant digits. Here is an example, double, dpi, and no matter how many digits you enter, only the first 15 counts. Okay, And for float, no matter how many digits you enter, only, I don't know what I did. No matter how many digits you enter, only the first 7 count. That's what that means. And char, we just had an example, but here, char is for a single, very important, a single character, no matter what. It can be a question mark, it can be a percent sign, it can be a hash tag. It doesn't matter as long as it's one character on the keyboard. And you must use the single quote here, okay, not double. When it's double, it's a string. So here are the examples. You can read that. And here again, we are reading them using one cin, but use 2 extraction operators. Okay, and this is an example. You can look at that, and this is the problem.